Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Create Astral Modded Minecraft, where I'm sorry it took so long to get this episode out. I was supposed to have put this episode out last week, but a lot of Christmas events came up at my workplace and we had to take care of them. But I'm here now, right before Christmas. Yeah, doesn't make a lot of sense, I know, I'm sorry. But I've been doing some things. I took down my Tesla coil to make some room for some thermal generators. You see, these guys actually produce 128 versus, say, the windmills. Also, I was looking into will versus the 25. So 128, 25. We'll be putting out like 5 times more than what these guys are putting out. So yeah, that should solve our little energy crisis with this guy. And they're actually fairly cheap, like Invar, reinforced glass, generators, and integrated circuits. I think I still have to make some integrated circuits. Oh no, I have them. Do I have the plates? Yes, I did make the plates. I think I also made the glass. Reinforced glass. Yes, I did. So, I do have everything I need other than the generators themselves. So, let's make... I ran out of furnaces. Cool. I'm always running out of furnaces, and they... requiring ores is annoying. Like, yes, they're renewable, but it's still annoying. All right, thermal generators. I forgot to put these in there. Boop, boop. I still need more Invar. Do I have Invar? Invar? I do. Cool. I just need 2 more. Give me those. Oh, dumb. I'm dumb. But in the meantime, oh, it's nighttime. In the meantime, I can go upstairs and grab this guy because I'm going to make the next tier suit. As you can see, I was planning on that already. And then get these guys out, put these in there. I should have some lead in here. Yes, I do. I need steel. Steel's complicated. Steel plates, it's casting. Oh wait, steel's not that. Oh wait, no, it's. Never mind. I can make. Why is it lead lined? How is this lead lined? How do you make these? These are sturdy sheets. How is this a lead lined suit if literally there's no lead? I was under the assumption that when making these were going to be lead, but they're not lead, they're steel. So yeah, still a little away from making this suit. That's rude. Because there is a way, but I have to superheat, and to superheat I need the blazing blood, which I still have to go to the moon and set all that up. But these are done. Let's just ignore that for now. But these thermal generators, we're gonna pop them right here, and then I should have more of these copper. Yeah, copper connections, and then I have to get these spools. And I have to rewire quite a few of them. But boop, 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 boop. This should, if I'm not mistaken, these guys, yeah, you just fill it with lava. And I have infinite lava, so I have infinite power. Okay. Those are all hooked up, and then I'll hook them up to the system once I run the lava. But I gotta do that real quick. So let me go over to the infinite lava source and do that. Alrighty, so we got lava and we got power going. So yeah, this was a lot more annoying than I thought it was going to be to get these pipes routed. And but is that, oh no, that's just grass. I thought there was a creeper in my power lines over there. But yeah, they're running, they're giving us power, and they're giving us, it was like 290 at one point. I think it's gone down since then, but I'm not sure what's going on with that. It is charging. Like, I'm getting more, I'm producing more than I'm using, so that's a good sign. But I think these copper cables actually have like a transfer limit, like how much they can actually transfer. It doesn't say anything about that right here. Only has so much range, and if you need to travel even further, then you can use connectors attached to flat surfaces as a middle point. Decker-borne insulated cables can also transfer energy around, but are much uglier and clunky. So, but it was kind of annoying to get that piped around because it's behind this wall. And what I thought I could do was just go straight down, but then I ran into the water. That's right here. You can see it's right there. I'm not pumping lava anymore. Why am I not pumping lava? What happened to you? Why? Okay, this just stopped. Why did this stop? Why you stop? I now have to hand crank this. God. I don't understand what just happened. And crank. Let's first, while this is broken, let me finish telling you what I was trying to tell you. I ran into this guy. I just pulled power off of it to continue to do that. But I actually had this line over here that I was able to tap into and pull it down. Because if you look, there's the hose pulley pulling from the infinite lava. Goes down, around, goes over there. Yeah, all of this stopped. There's no, it's not overstressed. Otherwise, something would have broken off. That's so weird. That douche. Why are you connecting up there? I'm trying to connect you down here. Thank you. Let's unconnect you real quick. Get everything running again, hopefully. I fell. You know what? Let me fix this problem and I'll be right back. Okay, so it took a lot to get this whole system jump started again. I'm very confused on what caused it, but I think I understand what caused it. So this bucket right here is permanently filled with lava. That's because it's waiting to, fill one of these blaze burners whenever it goes out, because this arm recognizes those and takes care of it. This was sitting here empty, even though this was full. So I think that there was some kind of error. Also, this guy's not pulling. This one's, it's got power, but it's not going out. Is that? This was going to be another thing I was going to tell y'all about, but either way, this guy wasn't full of lava, so it couldn't feed these guys, so the heat went down, which then caused us to get overstressed because it couldn't produce enough energy to run this guy. Or to run this guy, have water, and have heat. So it just, I think it was a glitch. I think it was just a chunk error, like a loading error just caused that. I'm wholly unsure, but there's also one other thing it could have been. I disconnected that guy, but I don't think that's an issue. Yeah, no. See, we're barely tapping into this guy. Not even 30% of this guy's power is being used up. So that's why I think it was literally just this. Now, at some point, apparently, I realized that thermal generators were a thing and tried to use it, but I was still not having enough power, which is weird. Oh, and also I kept spamming lights by accident. But things are taken care of, I hope. I can plug all this back up and pray that it doesn't do that again. But yeah, it's running. Things are fine again, I hope. We'll see. But that's... Oop. Gimme. Gonna close that up. Close this up. And just kind of pray things work well. We'll see. Whatever happened, it's fixed now. But that's not what this episode really was supposed to be about. I'm gonna have to look into these power situation. I think I'm gonna run a cable here. I'm getting distracted again, but I think I'm gonna run those power cables that it was talking about from Tech Reborn. These guys, insulated transfer rate 128. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run those guys 512 2K. I may have to run them through a transformer though. I'm not sure. I'll have to test and find out and hook these guys up to that guy so it stays online better, because I think we are past the usability of these connectors. I think we are starting to struggle solely based on those, because that other thermal generator should have kept us in gear just fine, and it wasn't. So yeah. But the actual theme of today's episode is actually going to be about making these electrified pins. Now, this is something that I've actually been doing in the time I've been away, just in my free time, and it actually is a very simple and easy thing. It's something I can actually create in a single chunk, and it's only like 11 or 12 blocks tall. How tall? 11 blocks tall. Yeah, so what we're going to do, I could take the gold that I am producing right here, but I kind of want to hold on to that gold just for other reasons, because I'm going to need gold for other stuff. But I think over here in, say, maybe not this whole chunk. Well, maybe this whole chunk, I can do it. Yeah, I can either do it in this chunk or in the chunk behind it. But this is where we're going to create the electrified pins, because it's close to where I'm going to be needing them, because I'm going to need them with the lapis. So let me clear out this chunk a little bit and we'll get started on that. Alrighty, so the platform is made. This is where I'm going to be creating our electrified pins, just right up here. I did decide to do the chunk that kind of overlaps with this guy. Thankfully, it doesn't overlap where it kind of messes with that. All it does is, cut a corner there and cut in right there. And I tried making it look a little nice with the girders that I've been using. I'm thinking about using a bit more of the girders over here. But yeah. But the actual thing that's going to be fun is setting this all up. So initially, I have everything in here, including a cactus. Why do I have a cactus? Everything I need is right in here. What's going to happen is it's going to start off with the mechanical drills. We're going to create some cobblestone. The cobblestone's going to go along and it's going to get ground down into gravel. and then it's going to get ground down into sand. And then that sand, this is the fun part. This is something I'd found while testing. I don't have anything on. I don't have the right things on me. But so cobblestone comes through, turns to gravel, turns to sand. Then the sand is going to fall. It's not going to be stored. It's going to fall on top of a chute. From the chute, we are going to have it drop down onto, it's going to drop down onto a chute, which is surrounded by soul sand. Hey, soul sand. This soul sand is going to have fans all around it. So kind of like this. Boop, 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 boop. We're going to light the soul sand on fire and we're going to get haunting flames. So that's going to create more soul sand. Because if we look at, okay, gold pin. Actually, we just go pin. Boop. We electrified pin. And boop. Boop. Crushing. No, washing. So the soul sand gets created by sand. Then, as you kind of saw already, we're going to take the soul sand and we're going to wash it into gold nuggets and nether quartz. We're going to take all that and we're going to send it over and we're going to drop it on another chute where we're going to have even more fans. Okay, this is just demonstration. They're going to point into the chute. We're going to have water surrounding them, and that's going to wash. So we wash the soul sand into gold and quartz. The quartz, just yeet it. We're just going to yeet it and delete it. We don't need it. I don't think we need quartz. Do we need quartz for anything? A boop, a boop, a boop. Do we really need quartz for anything important? We need it for rose quartz, but I mean, I get enough quartz that it's just like, no moot point. Don't need shimmer crystals that much. I can make diorite with cobblestone, and then it's diorite and that's another way to do that. But oh wait, quartz. Right now, there's not really a use. Yeah, there's not much of a use for quartz at the moment. So, yeah, we're just going to yeet it and delete it like I thought. And that's going to give us the gold nuggets. The gold nuggets are then going to go off and go into a rolling mill. From the rolling mill, they're going to get turned into these little golden pins. So gold nuggets turn into gold pins. These pins are then going to go on to a deployer with a Tesla coil over it. So boop, boop. There we go. Oh, I actually don't have everything. I'm missing the other windmills. So this guy is going to be powered by 4 windmills, and because we're at like Y80 plus, we're going to have enough energy for this guy to actually run really, really quickly. So the gold pins then get turned into the electrified pins, which is what we're going for. So we're going down this route right here. As you've used the Tesla coil for previously, charging a golden pin with electricity will charge them. Begin the circuit upgrade by applying 64 of these electrified pins onto an integrated circuit. Yeah, so that's what this is. Electrified pins, integrated circuits. Ugh, that's just for one. That's why I decided to go the soul sand route and not the other way I'm creating gold, and why I decided not to tap into the gold that's over there, because it was just gonna be way too much gold being used. So this way is a lot simpler, a lot easier, and if need be, I can always up the amount of soul sand I'm producing. But once we get the electrified pins, we're actually going to store it. I didn't grab a storage unit, but the chest. And from there, we can then just use it on a once in a lifetime, not once in a lifetime, once in a so often case scenario. So yeah, because I don't want to sit here and try to automate the lapis into sheets and the pins into the because it would be too much. It would be way too slow. But yeah. And this guy I think is how we get the iron, but steel. No, steel gets what? Key component learning game recipes reminders. Fuel buckets to input into a blaze burner, right? But that's gonna need, huh? Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Inspecting the branch quest lines to uncover more about them. Steel isn't obtainable immediately from this quest after all. Yeah, because you need the blazing blood. And that's something that I can do up on the moon or on Mars. Because, yeah, they both have... Oh my god, I just had a thought. I wonder if this works. Oh, that'll be sometime later. But I'll have to do some testing. But for now, let's get this all set up, shall we? Alrighty, so I got our cobble gen put in, and I even threw in our crushing wheels to actually make the sand. From here, this is where they're gonna fall down and start being turned into soul sand. But I discovered a little stone generator that I actually like way more than all the other cobble gens I've been making recently. Like, this just, I don't know, something about this just is so simplistic to me, because why make a cobblestone generator when you can make a stone generator and then just make cobblestone from the stone? Like, these don't have silk touch on them. Actually, can you put silk touch? Can you enchant these to have silk touch? That's a good question. I don't think so, but either way, that would be a good feature to add in later on. But either way, they will come down the belt, and because there's 3, there will be, you know, boom, boom, boom. They'll come down, they'll get crushed, and crushed. And now we gotta make our drop hole for the soul sand. Okay, and the soul haunting is done. This is called soul haunting, or is it just called haunting? It might just be called haunting. Either way, the soul sand's down, and the fire's not, obviously, because the whole system's not even running yet. And I'm not going to light the fires until I make sure that the system is running. But yeah, sand comes down, goes here. I should put a blocker here just in case, but I might leave it... Oh, ow. I might leave it open just until it actually is ready. Like, that way, if I get any excess sand, it just goes, wee. I was thinking about putting a smart chute here just so that only sand would come through, but on the off chance gravel does make it through, you know, it's just going to sit there and despawn, because gravel can't get, like, can't get haunted. Like, yeah, see, it can only get washed and all these other things, but haunting is not one of the things it can do. So it will be fine. It'll just sit here for 5 minutes and then despawn. So there's no real risk when it comes to that. But then this is a smart chute right there, because we want to make sure to filter out soul sand. So once the sand goes down here, gets haunted, turned into soul sand, it'll then go down onto this belt. This belt then goes up and does pretty much similar thing right here. It will come over, it'll go down this chute and fall onto this funnel, which will have a filter on it. I need to open that up so I can put the filter on. But this is where I will be putting some water sources right here, 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 and here, just to make it, you know, wash incredibly quickly. And what we'll be getting from the soul sand is, of course, the the gold and the quartz. Now the quartz we're gonna filter out and throw away, and then the gold, the gold nuggets specifically, is then gonna go into, you know, the rolling mill, which is our next step. And I think I should probably, yeah, I'm gonna go backwards now. So let me get that hooked in. I seem to be starting all these clips when it's either nighttime or just about to be nighttime. Fun. So I actually went and looked at trying to get things moved around and get the stuff over there hooked up, which I'll explain in a second, but I realized this guy was right on the edge of the platform. So staying within my little 16 by 16 frame, my chunk here, you know, this one, kind of didn't work. So I had to, unfortunately, push everything back by like 1 or 2 blocks. Like, I mean, everything other than the cobblestone generator got moved back. Those guys got moved back. That got moved back. This got moved back. I also added more chutes because it just, I only had the 1 chute and I was like, there's a chance it's going to fall right on the water. So no chutes. But yeah, rebuilt it all, and it's pretty much exactly the same way as it was before, with a few extra bits and pieces here and there to make sure I can have power running to everything. But I did, I need to move you real quick. I use that as a stepping stone. But right here is where I even have the filter in. The gold and the quartz are going to come down, go on this belt. I got the quartz getting filtered out right here, and it's just going to drop down and probably just going to have some lava down there to delete it. And then, as you can see, I've got a gold nugget filtered right here to go in. That way the quartz doesn't go in. But this, I'm thinking I'm going to be able to power it like right there, which is nice. But I have a filter on this for right now is just the blackstone tiles. These things are deep slate tiles. Yeah, these guys are just gonna, I'm just putting that there for now because I need to actually go make a pin. This guy, the golden pin, before I can actually put the filter in. But the rolling mill makes the pin. It's gonna come along here. It's gonna get onto this depot, and it's gonna be charged up by the Tesla coil with 4 windmills. And again, because we are, you know, over the elevation of 69, it's going to have power. It is raining out. Thanks, game. And then the gold pin's going to turn into electrified pin, come out this chute here, which is why it's a brass one, so I can filter out the electrified and not just the regular golden pins. Come along, and it's going to go into this chest. Now, I'm using an iron chest instead of a storage unit because the storage units, the crude ones, actually hold less than just this one iron chest. They only hold 2048, and this guy holds over 3000. Just this one. And I can take another iron chest and just kind of go boop and make it even more. I can have like 6,000 odd electrified pins in just these 2 double chests. So now I've got to hook up power, which means I have to create another windmill because that's how I'm powering all of this. Because unfortunately, the amount of power required for all of this is just over 7,000, and we've only got 3,000 left over from that guy. So new windmill, max size, 8,000 power, gonna be going on here. So let's get everything belted in one more time. Alrighty, I think it's all ready to go. I've got everything belted up, and power is going to everything other than the drills. That block right there is not set to give the drills power yet because I didn't want to start the system and then it just start, you know, futzing everything up. So I got to place down these few buckets of water, and then I think we're ready to go. Oh, and I have to light the soul sand, right? And if I do this here, I did this in a very neat way. I really like this because there is lower blocks on the sides of the water doesn't actually flow into the center or off to the sides. So that's what that is. A lot of this a lot of this belting is very, very intermingled and like it's janky. It's very janky. I don't want to say I don't like it, because I got it done in such a way that like it works. But I'm also like, yeah, I get it done better. But this should be all right. The system should theoretically be ready. It's not running at full speed just because I want to do a whole test. Ouch. Oh, you can see I died. Enderman. Prepping for next video, I need Enderman, so I went and fought one. And yeah. He won the first round. I won the second. He won the third because he didn't give me an Ender Pearl. But there we go. We should be breaking the stone. Yep. Stone is being made to cobblestone. Cobblestone is now going over. It should be being made into gravel, and now it's being made into sand. And it goes down. It gets haunted. You can kind of see the sand in there. Ooh, gets haunted, goes up. And now it'll go down in here to get washed. And this part is the part that's going to take the longest to see results, because as you can see, that both of those that we just saw failed, because there's only a 12% chance to get these nuggets. So also I created the filter for the pins over here. So once we see a gold, hopefully soon, this is going to be the slow part. Oh, gold. It goes in. It should be made into a pin. Yep, there it is. There's the pin. And it gets that electrified real quickly. So now we just take this guy and we pop that there. And now if we do that, he pops onto that belt. And we got our first electrified pin. Oh, we're about to have our second. Excellent. Oh, third. Oh, it's starting to run now. It's actually starting to run. This is working. Now, what we can do is speed it up. Because currently, it's going at a snail's pace. But I have a large cog, and I have a rotational speed controller. So I can speed it up. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to speed it up. I'm going to put a little house around it, like I've been doing with most of my builds, as you can see. I might change my style a little bit. I'm going to keep with the colors and the theme, but I'm going to start adding in more of these girders and things just to make it look more factory. But that is going to be it for this episode. I want to take off my helmet so I can actually see you beautiful people. I want to say thank you to anybody and everybody who has been watching. I've been Dorkman191, and this has been Create Astral Modded Minecraft. Oh, and before I forget, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord, because I do have a Discord for all of you to get notified anytime I go live over on Twitch or I post videos. I can hide my head in my backpack. Thanks, guys. Bye, y'all.